So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? I really hope you all are doing very well. In today's video, I won't be detecting the OTC algorithm, but rather I'll try to trade according to how you can trade in the OTC algorithm yourself. And I strongly feel that in the OTC algorithm, it's incredibly important to use support and resistance along with all the various price action based strategies that are possible. Based on my personal experience from all the trades I've done in the OTC market, mainly focusing on support and resistance, some specific chart patterns, some candlestick patterns, a bit of reversal trading, and sometimes even breakouts, a comprehensive mix of all these things can really help you trade well in a good OTC market. Okay, so in today's video, I'll try to do all of that for you. I'll try to apply all these concepts and see what my accuracy turns out to be here. So first of all, I think it's important to find a chart with good movement, as I've always said. So first I'll increase my investment a bit here because I'll be using some really good concepts. So it's possible that the profit might be higher. Here I'm changing the chart and checking it out. First, I noticed a really nice long wick on the downside from where the market movement could turn bullish. So first, I'll mark a level here and place a trade because it's important to press the trade at the right time. And here, I'll try to mark the level by drawing a horizontal line. I've marked the level on the downside where the market started turning bullish, meaning where the candle started forming. I've set the level there, and by copying it, I've marked another level at the lowest price it reached. This creates a zone on the downside. Now from here, the market movement could be bullish. Okay, and one more important thing is that wherever there is a support level or a resistance level at a strong support level, at least 3 candles are usually green. And after that, there could be a reversal on the 4th candle or some retracement candles might form. So if you see that 2 candles have already formed and you're taking a trade on the 3rd candle, I usually do this. I press the trade on the 3rd candle. So finally, my trade here turned out to be profitable. Okay, and let me tell you something important. I am not a financial advisor. Before placing any trade, make sure to do your own research because trading is very risky. You can make a profit here, but you can also incur losses easily. So I'm going to reduce my investment a bit here because taking too much risk is not a good thing. I've set it to $200, and again, I'll look for a chart with good movement. I'll look for a chart that isn't sideways, because in a sideways market, support and resistance don't work very well. The support is below, resistance is below, and the market is moving in between sideways. So predictions aren't very reliable there. That's why I look for this kind of chart here. Right here, I have taken a horizontal line. Now, where exactly will I place this horizontal line? I have tried to place it at the very top where there is a long wick. So here I can place a trade in the down direction. Here I have placed a $200 trade in the down direction. Now, based on the wick, I have also created a zone here. According to this, the market movement should generally remain bearish since resistance has been set. However, it is also possible that a reversal candle is forming here because if we look at the previous candles, there have been 4 consecutive green candles, and then on the 5th candle, a reversal red candle formed. So it could be that a similar concept is at play here. But with price action based strategies where there is support and resistance, they never determine the outcome based on a single candle. They indicate that here either a green candle or a red candle could form. Support and resistance give us an overall idea of the market, that from here the market could turn bullish or from here it'll turn bearish. So for this reason, I know that the market movement here could be bearish, which is why I'll try to place a trade on the next candle. Otherwise, I will change the chart and take a look. So this trade here has ended in a loss for me. So here I will. Now, what can I do? Since the market is a little close to the resistance, the market movement here could be bearish. So I have placed a double trade here in the downward direction because the long wick that has formed is a pretty good indication that sellers are active here. So it's possible that this green candle was formed entirely to exhaust the buyers. All the buyers in India who were in this candle may have already been exhausted. It's possible that the market movement could also be bearish. Okay, But there is always risk here, no matter how good a strategy we use or whichever concept we apply. There is always risk. So, according to that, you should pay attention to your own money management and investment, how much you want to invest in a particular trade. This plays a very important role because in trading, you can get instant profit, which increases our greed a lot. And because of that, we tend to overtrade. And when we overtrade, we start moving towards losses. That's why it's very important to have a fixed mindset about how many trades you want to place in a day. So, both of these trades here were refunded for me because the investment was also $200 and the return was also 200, which means it was refunded. Anyway, no problem. I will try again to find a chart with a good movement. Here, after this, I will try to enter at the right spot. So this is the kind of chart that is currently forming here because the levels should be good according to where the market is moving. The market has been bearish here and there is a resistance level. So the market can move in a downward direction from here. I'll change the chart and check because it's very important to be sure. I never place a trade based on just one concept. At least 2 to 3 concepts should be applicable before I decide whether to go with a red candle or a green candle. So here I can place a trade in the downward direction. Because there is a pretty strong resistance level here, I have drawn a horizontal line. I'll place the horizontal line here like this. Okay, now from here, the market movement will start to turn bearish. Why? Because I have marked the level here, and previously the market turned bearish from this point. And how long will the market remain bearish? Until it reaches the support level below. The market movement will stay bearish until then. Also, 2 red candles have already formed on the upside. So this is an indication that there is selling pressure here and the sellers are active. That's why the 3rd candle will also be red and there could be a reversal in the 4th candle. After that, the overall market movement will remain downward. Okay, because it never happens that the market is only bearish or only red candles keep forming or only green candles keep forming. That doesn't happen. In between, some retracement candles form, which give stability to the market. So finally, my trade here was profitable and there was a very good formation of a red candle. So it's quite good. The resistance level worked properly. Again, I'll find a chart in the same way because here the chart is a bit sideways. From above, the market turned bearish down to the support level here. So at least the market can come down to this point. After that, something else could happen. So I'll change the chart and look for now a chart with a good movement where support, resistance, or any price action based strategy can be used. I'll try to find such a chart. In this one, the market is too bearish, so I'll skip it for a better chart. Since there's a significant downfall here, a retracement candle could form anytime, which could cause our trade to end in a loss. So I'll check another chart. This is the kind of chart I found here. There's just one big candle here, so I'll avoid this one too. Let me change the chart again and see. This chart looks somewhat decent. The market has been bullish from here and from this level, so I'll draw a horizontal line here first. I place this resistance line here and I'll set it like this. The market has tested this level 2 to 3 times and turned bullish, and it will try to break this level for the 3rd time as well, which could lead to a bullish movement. Because as you might have heard about chart patterns like the double bottom or multiple rejections, it simply means that the market keeps rejecting a certain level repeatedly and then turns bullish after rejecting it previously. So here too, I've placed a trade for a green candle with $200 in the upward direction, as there's a high chance of bullish movement here. But remember, no matter what strategy you use, there's always some percentage of risk. There's always a 5 to 10% risk in every trade, no matter what concept we use. So I'll wait a bit here, and only after that will I be able to take any action, whether my trade is in loss or profit. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box about any topic you're unsure about. Since there are a lot of beginners right now, I've started a series for them, and I've already published part 1, where I've explained the basics of candlesticks. Now, as soon as that video gets 200 likes, I'll unlock the next part for you so you can gradually collect all the information and learn here. Okay? Because continuous learning is very important in trading. It's much better to initiate your trading positions only after this occurs. So finally, this trade has also been quite profitable for us here. Okay, so now I'll try once again to find a chart that exhibits a strong and predictable price movement. I'll go and look through the various charts to find one that shows a very clear movement where you can easily see exactly where the market turned bullish or bearish from key support or resistance levels. That's where the indications are most accurate, and you also get excellent opportunities to trade. Finding such a specific chart is a bit difficult, but if you do find one, it's extremely beneficial for your strategy. So I'll finalize the chart selection right now. I've come across this chart here. So from this point, the market turned bullish, and from here too, the market will try to become bullish. It means there isn't a very strong support here. Buyers are just a little active here. That's why I have placed a trade for one green candle. And let me explain in a bit more detail with a horizontal line. The horizontal line I have drawn here, I will place it here because this is where the market started to turn bullish. There's no point in placing support or resistance just anywhere because you need to know whether buyers or sellers are active where the market is currently moving. If you put a support level below when the market is in the middle, it's of no benefit. And if you put resistance above, that's also of no benefit. You can just use it to get an overall view of the market, like at least how long will the market remain bullish until it reaches its resistance above. Or you could say if the market is moving up, when will it turn bearish until it reaches its support level. So you can use it in this way, but it's very important to place support and resistance at the level where you are actually placing the trade. Any level you set should be meaningful. So finally, this trade turned out to be profitable for me. According to today's plan, my number of trades is complete because I only place a fixed number of trades in a day so that I don't overtrade. If I don't overtrade, I won't have big losses. And if I don't have losses, I won't have to try to recover them. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, please do give it a like. If you're visiting the channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any doubts, be sure to share them in the comment box. See you in the next video. Until then, thank you.